Hello guys, I'm Sagar Sonone, and today's video we discuss about the placebo, the cornerstone, means the history of the clinical trial, how placebo can come, placebo can come in the exist, and then we can discuss about also the 1902 Biologics Control Act and Tuskegee syphilis study. Okay, so placebo. Placebo is nothing but is a dummy medicine containing no active ingredients. Means placebo is a type of therapy or the treatment which given with the help of psychology. Okay, so placebo, the word can come from the Latin, means I shall please. Okay, so patient who respond to the placebo are termed as the placebo responders. Okay, in we can now discuss about the history of the placebo. So in 1811, the scientist Quincy lexicon, the medium defines the placebo as an epithet given to any medicine adopted more to please than to benefit the patient. Okay, so in 1960, the scientist Shapiro he can told that any therapeutic procedures which has effect on the patient symptoms and the syndromes or the diseases by but which the objectively without specific activity for the conditions being treated. Okay, so another that the in 1785, the mothers by new medical dictionary as a commonplace method or the medicine. Okay, and in the 1863, the scientist Austin Flint to understand whether the drugs given for articular rheumatism change the natural history of the disease. Okay, so first place 30 patient on the use of the placebo, which consider the tincture of the quassia very largely diluted and become well known as a placebo remedy for the rheumatism. Means in 1863, the scientist Austin Flicker used the treatment of placebo on the 13 patient who was suffer from the rheumatism. He can given the herbal extract of the quassia as an placebo, and the Austin was the treat those patient with the help of placebo treatment. Okay, so another that is a biologic control act. Biologic control act can come in the 1902. Okay, so biologic control act come in the 1902, also known as the virus toxins law, because was the first law of implanted federal regulation of biological products such as the vaccines in the US. Okay, so was enacted in the response to two incidents involving the death of the 22 children who had contracted tetanus from contaminated vaccines. So this law paved the way further the regulations of the drug products under the Pure Food and Drug Act of 1906 and the Federal Food Drug and Cosmetic Act. So in of 1938, Biologics Control Act is now under the supervision of the US FDA. Okay, so the Biologics Control Act established was a board. The Biologics Control Act was established to a board to oversee the implantations of the regulation of biological product, and the board of consider that the Surgeon General of Army and the Surgeon General of Navy and Surgeon General of Marine Hospital Service, and they was overseen by the Security and Treasury. Okay, so now we can discuss about the Tuskegee syphilis study. Okay, so Tuskegee syphilis study untreated syphilis in the Negro male means the poor African American people. The they can perform the trial on the syphilis on the in the at the Tuskegee in the Alabama. Okay, so this study was conducted between the 1932 to 1972. Okay, so in the by the United States of Public Health Service and the Centers for the Disease Control and Prevention. Okay, so this study can be perform on the group of nearly 400 people. Okay, they can means in the they can perform on the 600 people in this 399 people are the infected by syphilis, and 201 is not infected from the syphilis. They can consider the two group. First is a infected group. The infected group can contain 399 patients, and another is a control group. They can contain 201 patients. Okay, so basically syphilis is nothing but it is the disease, chronic disease like to AIDS or the HIV. Those disease cannot be treatable. Okay, those disease the syphilis is happen due to the bacteria that is a Troponema pallidum. Okay, so the purpose of the study was to observe that the effects of the disease when untreated it was entirely treatable. Okay, so the men were not informed of the natures of the experiment. Are more than 100 patients are died as a result, and the Public Health Service started study in 1932 collaborations with the Tuskegee University. Okay, in the study investigator enrolled total 600 African American means Negromans. Okay, the men were initially told that the experiment was only going to the last 6 months, but this study is extended to 40 years. After the funding for the treatment was lost, the study was continued without informing the male they would not never be treated. None of the infected men were treated with the penicillin. Despite the fact about 1947 antibiotic was widely available, had become the standard treatment for the syphilis. Okay, in 1947 the penicillin was available for the treatment on the syphilis, but the doctors was not use the penicillin for the treatment. They can observe when syphilis is happen, so patient how long is live, and how was its death can be happen. So they only see they only observe. They cannot be used penicillin as a treatment. Okay, but penicillin is a standard treatment for the syphilis, and the 40-year Tuskegee study was a major violations of the ethics standards and has been cited as arguable the most of the informed biomedical research study in the US. Okay, so in the